Hello everyone, welcome to the fifth video about the Pythagorean Theorem. Again, if you are struggling with this topic, I want you to always stay positive. You just need to more focus and more practice to get through it. In this video, we will learn how to apply the Pythagorean theorem to find the distance between 2 points in coordinate system. So after watching this video, you should be able to understand how to find the distance between 2 points in coordinate system. Okay, here is the coordinate system. Suppose I have 2 points here and I ask you to determine the distance between these 2 points. To answer this question, we need 3 guidelines. Here is the first guideline that connects of these 2 points. And then the second guideline is the horizontal line, and the third guideline is the vertical line. Okay, now we have right triangle, so easy for us to apply the Pythagorean theorem in this triangle. First, we calculate the length of horizontal lines. Let's do together. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the length of this horizontal line is equal 4 units. And the length of this vertical line, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is equal 4 units. So suppose the length of this line is C. So we can calculate the length of C by using the Pythagorean theorem. Here is the calculation. C square is equal 4 square plus 4 square is equal 16 plus 16 is equal 32. So C is equal the square root of 32. We know that it is not perfect square root. So we change 32 becomes 16 times 2. And the square root of 16 is equal 4. So the result is 4 square root of 2 units. Okay, how do we find the formula of the distance between 2 points? For example, between point A and C. Okay, suppose the coordinate of point A is x sub 1 minus y sub 1 and the coordinate of C is equal x sub 2 comma y sub 2. So similar with the previous activity, we will draw 2 guidelines, horizontal and vertical line. Now we have point B. So what is the coordinate of point B? Look at this. From y-axis to C is equal x sub 2. So here is similar the distance. So here also x sub 2. And then from x-axis to A is equal y sub 1. It is similar from x-axis to B is equal y sub 1. So the coordinate of point B is equal x sub 2 comma y sub 1. Okay, to apply the Pythagorean theorem for this triangle, we need the distance or the length of AB and BC. Okay, let's calculate the length of AB. From y-axis to B, from here is equal x sub 2. While from y-axis to A is equal x sub 1. So the length of AB is equal x sub 2 minus x sub 1. If you still confused with this result, we can using the unit. Look at this. From y-axis to B, okay, let's calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. So here also 7 units. because it is 5, 6, 7. So x sub 2 is equal 7. And then from y-axis to a is equal 1, 2. Here is also 2. So x sub 1 is equal 2. So AB is equal 7 minus 2. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The result is 5. So 5 is come from x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, the same to calculate the length of BC. From x-axis to C is equal y sub 2, while from x-axis to B is equal y sub 1. So the length of BC is equal y sub 2 minus y sub 1. Here. Now we can write the Pythagorean theorem for this triangle. Yes, AC square is equal AB square plus BC square. And then if the length of AC is D from distance, so we can write down the formula of D. So D square is equal AB square plus BC square. And we substitute AB with x sub 2 minus x sub 1, and we substitute BC with y sub 2 minus y sub 1. So we get this. So D is equal the square root of this form. So D is equal the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 square plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 square. This is the formula of the distance between 2 points in coordinate system. Okay, now let's do example. Determine the distance of AC. Here is A and here is C. First, we determine the coordinate of A. Look at this. Here is negative 5. So here is negative 6, negative 7, negative 8. So here is negative 8 and here is 4. So the coordinate of A is equal negative 8, 4. While the coordinate of C here is negative 5, here is negative 2. So the coordinate of C is equal negative 5, 2, negative 2. So from this, we can determine x1 is equal negative 8, while x2 is equal negative 5, or x sub 1 is equal negative 8, and x sub 2 is equal negative 5 here. And then y sub 1 is equal 4, while y sub 2 is equal negative 2 here. So now we can calculate the distance of AC using the distance formula. Here. D is equal the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 square plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 square. We can substitute this number in this formula. So we get D is equal negative 8 minus in the bracket negative 5 square plus 4 minus negative 2 in the bracket square. So it's equal this one negative and this is minus. So we multiply this sign, we get plus. Also this sign we get plus. So we get D is equal the square root of negative 8 plus 5 square plus in the bracket 4 plus 2 square. Next, so D negative 8 plus 5 is equal negative 3, and then 4 plus 2 is equal 6. And then here negative 3 square is equal 9, while 6 square is equal 36. 9 plus 36 is equal, yes, square root of 45, and it is not perfect square root. So we can change 45 with 9 times 5, and the square root of 9 is equal 3, so we get the result is equal 3 square root of 5. Okay, to check the result, we can use the figure, triangle figure. So we need 3 guidelines. This is the first guideline, and then this is the second guideline, and this is the third guideline. Now we can determine the length of AB. Look at this, 1, 2, 3. So AB is equal 3 units, and BC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. BC is equal 6 units. And this is the calculation using triangle figures. So D square, D is distance, is equal 3 square plus 6 square. 3 square is equal 9 and 6 square is equal 36. So 9 plus 36 is equal 45. So D is equal the square root of 45. And we change the square root of 45 becomes 9 times 5. And the square root of 9 is equal 3. So the result is equal 3 square root of 5. This is similar with the previous result. So I hope you understand how to apply the Pythagorean theorem to determine the distance between 2 points in coordinate system. Here, the exercise for tomorrow. Thank you for watching this video, and goodbye.